Hello everybody, Green Dragon here, and welcome back to my channel. Right, so we're busy back here at Out of Ore, and like I said previously, we wanted to open this. That looks like a mess. Anyhow, so we originally just wanted to use a dozer and just level all of this out, which worked great. I wonder how that upward section looks. Now, but the dirt is kind of reloaded. It looks fantastic. Oh my goodness. I think we overcompensated or something like that. But mind you, the goodies are there. We did find this little coal patch over here. Hmm. And now we all of a sudden got this new little bump here with reload. Interesting. But I saw that part with Dozer didn't really do too bad. You know what? This is coal and everything we can sell. So right, let's stick with the plan. We're going to use the loader instead and get all of this material rather through the plant. Because, I mean, really, the time it took there with a dozer to push all of that dirt up and the amount that we covered, we might as well just do with a loader. That's my personal opinion, and at the same time, maybe we stand a chance to make moolah. But alright, we need to go dump this stuff. Alright, so with further ado, let's get to work. Stop yapping. Let's get to work. Right, you're up. I'll see maybe what I can do maybe during the weekend to get the head tracking or something to work with it. Hold on. If that was gear up and that, did we just... The gear shifting and the... Oh boy. The gear shifting and that's on the freaking same button. Right now, park. We need to quickly do some changes over here. Ah, controller. There we go, that's better. Now we're a bit more in control. Oh, safe. Right, okay. Now that's sorted. Almost wanted to say, freaking heck. Now, where was our previous dump spot? I think this was our previous dump spot, right over here. So we're just gonna continue dumping over here. Alright, let's see how this dump looks. Right. A little bit at a time. Alright, was that all of it? Feels so little. Alright, next load. I had to use that bulldozer to make a nice little road here. That could be an idea. And use the dozer to make a road. Come on, you can do it. Up you go. Next load, let's empty out that freaking silo. Right, try to keep in the center. That should load it, shouldn't it? That doesn't look that way. Where was that? Turn on pass through. There we go. So we're just gonna turn on the pass through on and off and fill up the truck. I'm afraid if we move a truck that it's just gonna pass it through. Well, as what it says. Yeah, we're just gonna empty out all of this freaking dirt. That's gonna be a freaking whole lot of dirt to freaking. Remember, that's gonna be a lot of dirt to fill up. So we'll let that just continue. Well, let's see if it auto stops, but the problem is if I move away, it's still gonna continue auto stopping. Alright, almost nice and full. Come on, load it up. Okay, we're starting to get overloaded. Right, you can stop. Oh boy, so if I look at that, it's gonna be about 3 per trip. I still hear noise. Alright, let's go dump this. Alright. where is our little dirty? So this is essentially just useless dirt. Right, I think we'll just make a line like over here. Right, bottoms up. Right, so that's unloaded. Has this thing ever stopped? Yeah, okay. It would be nice to like get the type of warning thing to say that it's fully extended, it's dropped, or whatever. So there's our new load drop. And we can actually get rid of a silo over here, and we can just put straight belt through it. But I wonder, even if I like maybe stop like halfway with the truck, we'll be able to unload. Yeah, that should be good enough. We'll just load it like that and just see what it does. Right on the rear end. Let's at least just like reverse a little bit. Ah, there we go. Much better. Now we actually got a freaking mine going. We got a badass rock truck. Life is looking good. I don't know. I miss the old rock animation that we had. Even though that consumed a whole lot more CPU power in there. But I like the old one. Oh my goodness, this looks like something like a mixture of a blob and something. Can we like shovel this or something? Oh my goodness, this EP is getting nice and big now. How far loaded are we? Quite a bit. Okay, so we can just stop in the middle. That's a good load. Oh boy, right. Need to clean up this windscreen. I can't see crap out of here. Where was the lights? I don't understand it. You turned on the lights previously, we now changed the button. Now why aren't you turning on the lights anymore? That is very weird. Previously that turned on the lights. Right, you know what? I'm not gonna argue with you. Vehicle. How can we clear that? So that one? You know what? I think we're gonna find out it's a down one. So that's gonna clear there. We're gonna clear there. No wait, that's actually gears. So let's do that. And we're gonna do you as a beacon. And then we're just gonna clear you. I believe that should be fine. Well, we'll see. Ah, where's our heap again? We lost our dumping heap. Can you believe it? Of all things to lose, you lose. Oh, there's our dumping heap. I almost thought I freaking lost my dumping heap. What I would give for a pair of freaking rear view mirrors. We're driving over it. Ah, well, sort of. Right, bottoms up. Oh, right, brother. Oh, parking brake. And so little by little, we'll just remove all of that dirt out of that freaking silo. Oh my goodness, snowflakes. I don't know how many loads we're gonna need to clear out that silo. And yes, I know we can sell the dirt, but remember I said this is a no sell dirt flow through. So we're not allowed to sell useless dirt. We need to make a plan with it, just like with the real mines. So that's giving us a quite nice little fruit. Now, I've got no idea what we're going to do with that heap of dirt once that thing gets full. Oh, now, unfiltered water. Nothing through there yet. Nothing through there. Let's just go make sure our production is well underway while we're waiting for... Oh, wait. We need to turn it off before it overheats. I think we got enough time while it's loading. Well, we'll see. If we get back and it's overfull, well, yeah, then we got a problem. Okay, so you're producing all the gold that you can possibly do. Ruby, or we got a lot still? Ruby. We can actually almost start automating that on the outside. Oh boy, I think it's not stopping. Yeah, no, it's not stopping. Kind of looks like it's stopping, but it's not really. It's just continuing overloading this vehicle. I'm starting to. I had fun with it over there actually. I was actually come with a dozer and flatten this sometime or other. And we can start sort of like do a whole the proper like quarry mount type stuff. Right, that's kind of awesome. So once we do that. A little bit forward. There we go. And down you go. Right, that should do it. Right, next load. Yeah, I just want to empty out those colors quite a bit. I love the roof. What do you all think about it? Have you ever tried a no dirt cell type playthrough? Now that we actually have got the dozer operating properly, so much possibilities that I now can do a bit of dirt roadway type stuff. Just see a little bit forward. There we go. Shame these mirrors don't actually work. Right, pull this truck. Now I wish you were really doing something. Well, shall we really leave it running, or shall we just turn it off? Okay, so we're just waiting for all the rock truck to get filled up here. And we can do the next run, and the next run, and the next run, until this entire silo is empty. Yeah, I can't wait to see when I'm pushing like major dirt through it. That's going to be really interesting. But yeah, we must actually look at the shop getting all of the other stuff ready as well. Yeah, because we got some titanium in that there. But okay, that should all get thrown into that silo over there. Yeah, it looks full. Yeah, no, that's good enough. Yeah, it's basically almost like 3 trips per heat. But we'll be able to do it. Slowly but surely we'll get this mining operation on the go. Well, I need to figure out a couple of lackeys for Thursday nights. Or I need to maybe find a live server. Whoa boy. Is that grass really taking over that heap that I put down there? Almost looks that way. I would have loved to really do this like in first person, but yeah, unfortunately the rear view mirrors don't work in this game. Wonder what they said, but maybe you're on the controller for that. Yeah, boy, this is gonna take quite a while. I really need a lackey. Red, where are you? Oh my goodness, look at those dozer heels that I made. They're massive from over here. Oh my goodness. Right, park nicely. There we go, park. Right, try out the rest of the rubbish. Wonder, maybe I should get a faster conveyor system going here. I can fry out a bit faster. I wonder if it will be faster to just do it by hand versus the rock track. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take a while. I don't know, on one side I feel like I really need to get that dirt through the wash plant versus just pushing it all out of the way with a dozer. Because I mean, there is a little bit of moolah over there. Come on, Nurse. How does that? Wait. It's text chat. Yeah, because we can also upgrade the plant a bit and actually get a O2 smelter going. That smelts the gold out for us already, and a wash plant that could maybe get the rubies and have that out for us. But yeah, this should just be all plain old dirt. Okay, truck is almost full. Yeah, full faster. Oh boy. Right, stop the pass through. Right, parking brake up. And there we go. My goodness. It's only when you start admiring it from far away that you actually realize how big that heap actually is that the dozer is pushing. I really hope I'm throwing this far enough away from the mine site. And then I'm also not closing up potential goodies. Well, mind you, there is quite a couple of dark spots in front. Like right here to the left, after the right. Yeah boy, but I really had to start a no dirt challenge. Yeah boy. There we go. Gotta figure out something to do with all of this dirt. Because nobody will actually... Well, mind you, maybe manure plants and that will pay you for regular old dirt. Or maybe people that just wanna, I don't know, like coal quarries or something like that, where they just need dirt to like fill a void area and make it level. Alright, plus we can also actually fill up this area over here. Actually try to make that little roundabout actually level. That's an idea. You can do that with the last couple of loads. Well, we actually still got a whole lot of dirt around us and available. Right, dump it up. Oh boy, this is such a slow process. Right, dump faster. Why do I still got like a little bit there stuck at the back? Oh my goodness. It's like a jellyfish just growing at the back of a rock truck. But I'm glad that it's not going over on the right. It just keeps on filling itself somehow to the left and to the back. Otherwise, I have to move a rock truck every time accurately just to get the next. I have to get it like nicely level loaded. But it looks like it's taking care of that all by itself. That's a good thing. Oh my goodness, look at that blob go. Gabloop, gabloop, gabloop. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that should almost be there. Just that little backside skull. I really hope none of this is actually pay dirt, because it almost looks like pay dirt. But I know it's supposed to be just a regular old dirt. There we go. That's all nice and full. Right, engine on, parking brake off. Let's go. Go, 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 go. I don't know, I actually saw other guys do quite an awesome thing. They actually build a highway on out of ore. That actually looked quite spectacular. Terraforming is now locked. So long as you are locking in my new hill. Then I am more than happy. Yeah, but reverse. Oh my goodness. And to think, back in the day I played with little plate trucks, this type of stuff. And now we got PC games to compensate for that. Now parents don't have to buy those ridiculous expensive little freaking plastic toys. Wait, why is it not getting rid of that last bit? I see there's like an annoying little loss, but it's not getting rid of. Weird. Why is it not getting rid of that lots a little bit? But it's not registered as loaded, so I guess it's just stuck graphics or something. Damn it. Come on, up you go. I know you're struggling, but you make it. I think respect all for the drivers that drive these rock trucks. I don't really think this is the easy job to do. Going around like that in circles for freaking all day long. Oh boy. That's a lot of dirt. And we're not even like finished up with the first row. Might as well take you for a wash down. One of us will work while we're loading. Ah no, it's working. I'm winning. Might as well clean it up in between loads. It's a good idea. I wonder at what level I must start maybe bulldozing with the dozer, just level up the top of those, of that heap over there, so that we can start driving the rock truck up there, so that we can just dump on the sides and start building it up. We can actually also dump a little bit over here to start trying to see if we can make this section a bit level. And build it up all the way to here. Then have a nice entry here into the quarry. Let's actually reserve some dirt for that. Yeah, I think that's full. Yeah, oh my goodness, that's overloaded. Never mind, full. I'm sorry, Trap. I didn't mean to pull you up that much. Hopefully you can still drive. I think maybe we must do that. Just dump some of it over here, so we can start doing some leveling out here as well. Yeah, I think that's a perfect spot. And yeah, and a bit to the left. That will have to come with a dozer, make a nice level downwards. Right, I think I'm too far. No, I'm just right. Yeah, I think let's do that. Where's Riley? Why do you still got dirt in your bucket? Weird. Wait, whoa. Oh. Maybe lift a bit down on the steering wheel, then we can see where we're actually going. This is gonna be as bumpy as it. We'll just compact it a bit. Come on, Riley, you can do it. Let's just try to keep an eye on that load over there. So that it doesn't get too overfull. I think we're making flat progress somewhere along the line. Oh my goodness, it's like riding the back of a whale. I wonder how far they could have maybe leveled out. Or will it ever get leveled? I doubt it will actually get leveled. We're just gonna try to build it up nice and slowly. Compact, you freaking little bumps. And that way we can also extend the plant to the side. We just have to continue filling up. Don't know if we're like really gaining height on this, or is it just compacting it back to ground zero? Oh my goodness. Ah! Little freaking hills. Oh my goodness. That still looks good. Well, it looks like if it's starting to throw it out on the back. Hey, we got that's looking much better. Still got a little bit of kinks over here, but it worries me when I'm seeing pay dirt. There may be still pay dirt in there. I'm sure with the new thing that I built over there, it's not supposed to have any pay dirt in it. See, how full are you? Okay, you're not that full. So we can just fill up that back a little bit more. Okay, so it looks like I need to actually stop nicely in the middle. Maybe it does have to stop after a certain while. Well, maybe we should also tackle this hill with that compactor. Start making a drive area over here. Oh, that was uncalled for. Okay, can't do anything about that now. But we'll add those words. Thank you. Bye. I forgot opposites. Plus at one point it's still like actually a trailer type of thing. I wonder how much these hydraulics actually lift up. Alright, let's get in going. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I must be allergic to dirt. Oh, this is bad career path if you're allergic to dirt. That should be about halfway. Okay, so this sort of almost nice and level. Well, nice and compacted. Right, there is a steering wheel. Okay, never mind. There's the steering wheel. Compact has a little reach over here. Wonder, do you think we'll have enough time to drive down and get back up here again? Before the truck gets full? So I feel like compacting a bit that heap of ours over there. Yeah, maybe the payload was already lying there. Come on, compactor, you can do it. Interesting, actually, how this compactor works. Don't know, do yourself a favor if you're really like a construction enthusiast or so, go Google a bit how, on YouTube, how a compactor works. Actually quite very interesting, the whole mechanics of this. Alright, that should do it. Yeah, no, that's loaded. Oh boy. That's really loaded. Well, luckily we didn't drive out. Oh boy, now I left the freaking compactor in the way, but luckily we compacted the dirt around there. So now we can drive past it. I want to leave that still open for that little bit of dark spots that's over there. I really wonder how bigger the resources get when I go down there. And the patches of... Because take it, the pay dirt is quite big here, but not the coal and the iron. And we still gotta get to yield copper. I forgot, I could have just unloaded this nearby by the compactor. But we would like to get that area but straight as well for the wash plants and that when we extend that a bit. Because we still want to get that whole automation up and going so that it can melt bars for us and that automatically. And then hopefully maybe we can also, well, I don't know how far the automation goes, but maybe we can like start a steel mill, roll some I-beams and everything out of the iron that we get. Well, if we do find a big enough spot. Yeah, boy. Right, first, there we go. Right, and that's only the first row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7 times 4 rows. Oh my goodness. That's 28 heaps. And each 28 heap is about 3 times. 8, 16, 24. Oh my goodness, that's something like over freaking 30 trips. Or more than that. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so that's over 70 trips that I gotta make with this. No. Now I'm starting to regret decisions in my life. Really, I'm regretting decisions in my life over here now. Oh boy. Yeah, man, fill it up. Would have been nice maybe to have like an auto switch on this. Or unless can I, how many do I got on me? I got 4 4-meter straights. But I think that's gonna be quite a distance. It's gonna be quite a distance. With a conveyor to pull that up. I don't know if I got that much moolah on me. Plus, think of all the supports I still need to build as well for that. That's going to be an insane amount of steel, and I don't think I've got that much steel to build those beams with. So we'll just have to keep it running. So we can afford that. Then we can maybe do like rather a conveyor. Just to get that part. Just to dump all of this useless dirt over there. Now, I want to sort of aim like in the center of this valley. Oh, I can't wait to mine that big hill in the distance. We're just gonna shred it to pieces. Goodbye, useless dirt. Well, we're we're really hoping it's all useless and that there's not like rubies in there and things like that hiding in there. And trust me, I think I'm gonna pull at that thing faster than what we're removing out of it. Oh darn, I forgot about this patch over here that we still want to pull up and lift up a bit. But it doesn't really look like as if it's lifting it up. Unless the compactor is doing such an awesome job, it's actually leveling it off quite nicely. Ah, great, alright, that's all that I needed. Yeah, I can't really... Well, mind you, this looks like that's heating up. I think we can spread the dirt a bit more over here. And we can have like a nice flat area over here to extend the plant on. Yeah, I think I must dump here, so that we can have a nice level area over here. So I don't want to build up that high with concrete. Right, let's just move you a bit forward. There we go. Yeah, boy. Should be able to get rid of that last little heat there. Still looks like freaking pay dirt that I'm freaking throwing away. Because I believe there's a wash plant that washes all the pay dirt out of it. Hey boy, sorry, wrong keys folks. I thought he got rid of more than that. Yeah boy, now we're overloaded. So where can we dump this? Looks like we still got a nice down over here, so yeah, let's fill around. Wait. Around about there. Must really try to take some measurements. Oh boy, I wonder if that roller is really gonna get that right to level that out. If it's not raining, it's snowing. I wonder, really, maybe I must take the weather pixel. It's so nicely now and again to have it randomly, but it's like constantly in like a fast circle. Not like really long times between rains and snow and sunshine. Plus most of the time it feels like I'm working in darkness. But you can do that. We're gonna go squish that quickly with a roller. Well, the compactor. that the stream's still running? Okay, I'll have to go check YouTube just now. That's that appears now and again, you know. Hungry with money. Oh boy. And now I'm also getting frame drops. Right, ooh. Let's stop you. It doesn't really feel like if it's lifting. Unless a compactor just like really like compacts it very well. Sorry, I just want to quickly check the stream over here and see if that's still streaming. Because I see I've got disconnection notification. So that's still running. And yeah, looks like Twitch is still running. Okay, so we're still all good. Let's just continue dumping. If it never builds up, well, then I gotta make a different plan. Then I think you gotta like build it up with sand and then come with a dozer and level it out rather than the compactor. That's all that I can think of. That means that giant freaking hill over there I can really take down with a compactor. Right, you're in the middle. Right, that's all. There we go. Wait, more frame drops. Yay! Almost wanted to say something, but I'm not gonna spoil it yet. Right, stop right there. Right, it's passes through on. Get that down with the compactor. This giant freaking vibrator. Oh, that's reverse. What does X do? Inventory. Duh. You are mine, you little hill. Oh boy. That is if we could see where the compactor is rolling. Ha! Not making it up this. I mean, you had no issue with the previous one. Why are you now all of a sudden having problems with this one? It's almost like this is rock solid. There we go. That's it. It compacted it to a point where it can't compact it anymore. There we go. King of a castle. Oh my goodness. My poor little thief. Right, let him out from the side. Come on, get on top of it. There we go. And one more pass, then we need to go check on the rock truck and see how full that is. I should say I'm impressed. I'm really starting to think I must make this session more on freaking Saturdays or so. But yeah, I just don't have enough time during the week to get everything done that we need to get done. Few hours you just basically like get started with what you wanted to do. Good. I think I'm a bit too far, but wait. I think let's do this area over here. It's not, yeah, this spot right over here. There we go. Rockabye, baby. Right, now we're driving. Oh my goodness. I would really like it. Wait, I did put up a marker last time. But I forgot it. Yeah, it helps a lot to make a marker, but you forget it where the marker is. I was like viewing one of the pipes or something like that. Switch on. There we go. Don't need to jiggle my teeth all the way. And see, this one is just driving over. Don't know what was the previous one's problem. Yeah, what? Too far. There we go. Perfect. This is now really starting to look like a mine according to me. We got ground line all over the place. It's just awesome. Oh boy, the rock truck getting full over there again. Not 100%, but it's almost there. Just a back little part. Come on, go very new, jelly baby. Almost nice and full. Alright, now. Hold on. Oh my goodness. That is overloaded again. Oh goodness. I wonder if this overloading, if that like intensifies wear and tear onto the parts. I should like make it actually that if you overload it, you struggle a bit to drive it. Because I mean, you have pulled it up beyond its capacity. Right, let's get to that external view. Now basically just that bit right there. Oh wait, I should have backed up a little bit more. Yeah, I should have backed up a little bit more. Oh well, Riley, that's your problem now. I like how the car with a rock truck can twist and everything while it's driving. And we can just come with a dozer and make a nice little slope for us to get up and down here. Right, and that should be the center. Not even close. There we go. That's a lot better. And now we just need to aim. There we go. Hopefully it will flatten out towards that end. Yeah, but now we're struggling with this one again. Doesn't know which way to do it. That it's got no idea where to push this dirt. Let's try maybe this angle over here. Help it along that way. Huh. I think that's actually a way to do it. You're actually pushing the dirt that way. But now my question is, am I too high here or not? That is a good question. Wait, I overshot my roll point. Oh, the roller's not even making this uphill. That's how well done we did it. That's actually starting. Yeah, it's definitely starting to get some height. Right, New York. Yeah, by my calculation, it's going to take quite some time to get rid of this dirt. But I'm just going to try to level this up a little bit as well. Shame it doesn't unload slowly like what it does in, what's that other game's name? Roadcraft. That would have been nice. I think that's about the spot where we want to be. Yeah, that's a spot. Yeah, that was what I was looking for last time. But if that's the case, why don't we just hitch the conveyor to here? And then we can just let the conveyor dump the dirt there and then just come in with a roller afterwards. That's an idea. Nee. Haastige hond verbrand sy mond. Yeah, boy. That's that. I don't like it that it keeps on moving the view angle now and again on this thing. There we go. Down your little heel. Nah, I still can't say if it's really building up or not. Feels like it, but very little. As if this compactor is really like doing its best to make everything a level with the surroundings. And then basically just flatlines it. I don't know really by how many millimeters or meters this thing actually compacts the dirt down like that. But so far it looks like it freaking did quite a good job of. Or is it maybe pushing it all the way to there? To this little spot over here? Could be. Sort of looks that way. Everything is rolling actually downhill as I'm compacting it. It's not staying up here as it should. Which might kind of be a little bit of a blessing. Kind of. That's full again. Yeah, but still so much freaking dirt. Any help? I can buy a new rock truck. And just dump it here. Oh boy, I would really appreciate our apprentice. Right, so basically if we do 2 rows a night, it will be 1, 2. Basically by the end of this month we'll have us finished. Oh my goodness. I think it really has to be like a couple of millimeters that this thing is really like getting it down. But I can't believe it, all that dirt just like disappears. So maybe that big heap over there, if I had to ride it over with a roller, that whole dozer heap will also disappear. Oh my goodness. I really haven't thought this through, have I? Because I've just been dumping and dumping and yeah. It's not really look like, I don't know, unless it's like millimeters that is lifting. Because I'm not really seeing the lift yet, and I've been, what, we dumped quite a good couple of loads. Unless it really is a thing of you need to heap it up like that, roll over it with a dozer or grader, and then push it to the level that you want. Not with a roller. The roller will compact it and level it as best as what it can with the ground over here. That's all I can think of. And now you're loading. Yeah, boy, now where are we gonna drop you off? Well, I think we should just drop it off next to this heap over here. Yeah, there we go. Just needed to wiggle the back end. Back end. I never knew the Lord of the Rings starting out of ore. There we go. Wait, can I see around that corner? No, not really. But this guy I've got figured out that was again over there. Then that should be like in the mid. Yes. I think next heap will throw over here. I really reverse into there and get that up. Wanna, can I beat you with a shovel? Look, I can even beat this hill up with a shovel. Huh, okay. So if you do it in the mud, it almost looks like if it's expanding everything. Yeah, it really looks like if it's trying to push everything out around it. Almost appears that way. As if it's like radiusing it out. Even though that a shovel is not that strong. Because this is what I would have more or less expected by now. It's about that height. Yeah, boy. No. Almost say tip the bucket. Yeah, I love his new perfume. Oh my goodness. English Bazaar Green. Yeah, goodness. I thought I would be lucky and I would like see the tip of the heap there. Oh, here we go. Now we can sort of just make it out. So you gotta like reverse, but you gotta keep that angle up there. Really still can't see at the back of this. Now, third person view unfortunately is the best to operate this. Well, mind you, even in real life, even with these trucks, you've got a second person standing out and telling you how to back up. Not really like driving a car. Come on, up we go. Right, that looks good enough. Oh goodness. What did I sign up for? Yeah, I pushed it too far there. There we go. Starting to look better. Down you mole heap. Yes, I'm really beating it. This little hill with a shovel. Yeah, I think if you want to do terraforming, it looks like the shovel is the best to go. Oh boy, this is starting to look too high now. Oh, snowflakes. Like I said, freaky weather in this game. Alright, let's just back up the truck a little bit. Just get that front side loaded as well. Now you can heap up that front. Oh my goodness. This is going to take quite a couple of trips. Alright, let's just dump. I think I'm just going to dump this here. Ah, too far. Luckily we checked. And just then be right over here. And we can start getting some lift for the factory over here. Right near up, and there we go. Nice in the middle, settle. I can't really make out. That looks a whale. Oh my goodness, that's even worse. How difficult can it be just to tell it to go straight in? Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, then the next set. Alright, really? Like freaking almost like 2 kilometers away from each other. Let's see if we can beat this dirt a little bit more down. That's actually coming like along quite nicely. Not sure if I'm beating it in any further down or not, but it keeps on moving. Yeah, there we go. Right, so next load. Ooh, I've been promoted. I got a promotion. I love this. Yeah, I think we're gonna do this a last load, because yeah, unfortunately it is work week. And some dragons have to go back to work tomorrow. Come on, you jelly. Pull up. Ah, come on, there's so little in there. Let's finish up that one heap over there. So yeah, I'll have to start earlier if I really want to finish up this thing. Now we're just gonna finish up that last little bit there. Oh my goodness, it is melting into the ground. I've never seen rocks sink. I think there's quicksand there. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. So that heap is done. Now drive forward. I'm not really. I would actually. I think it would actually be nice if you overload the trucks too much, then they kind of struggle. Because I mean, they are loaded. They should technically have a bit of a problem pulling away. Right, reverse. There we go. Pull up that little gap there. Oh my goodness, just look at that suspension in action. Oh my goodness, I was spinning this thing now. Right, then we're gonna air you out. Down, you crazy little heap. Now, I can't really say if it's level or not. That would be actually nice. Can we have a leveler in this on the next update? Apart from using the vehicle's GPS built-in thing. Like have an actual lever to say how high you are and everything. Right, we still need to beat those over here. That's looking good. So yeah, it looks like the only way to properly do landscaping is via shovel. Because I sort of would have expected the roller to do this. But it's not 100% doing it nicely. It's really compacting the dirt back down again. I would have already expected something like that with a roller a couple of sessions. But if we had to drive now through with a roller, it would actually flatten this out completely. Well, compact it down completely. Which, actually not right. We'll have to get a grader or so. Wait, does that... Are we... Can we... get the grader now? Oh yes, we can. we can get a grader the next session as well. Then we can start leveling out things nicely for roads and that. That is actually going to be quite awesome. Of course, we got the paver, but we need to get some asphalt for it. Yeah, we still have to level up quite a bit to get that dozer over there. What else do we got? Trucks. Yeah, depend what you want. Ooh. We can even get the big. How much does that hold? 100 square. And these little measly ones that we got? Not even close. Yeah, so this 100 square is definitely also on the list. Oh, I'm gonna need lots of moolah. Wait, how much is a grader? No. There's nobody to type a message for in here. Grader, grader, grader. 102. Not too expensive. Then we can actually start grading some stuff over here. That is actually going to be quite nice. I would like to know why you still have dirt in you. You should have loaded everything out already. Anyhow, folks, this is where I'm going to leave you all off for tonight. I like to thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I think next week we'll continue over here digging out all of this dirt so that we can start getting some factory floors going here. So that we can have more room so that we can extend the garage for all the tools. Well, for all the equipment that we've got. The dozing was nice, but yeah, it's kind of a mess. It is doable, but yeah, I think I'd rather take this dirt through the wash plant over there, because there is some goodies in here. And I don't want to throw away all those goodies, but mind you. Oh boy, now I'm doubting myself again. Because like this heap over here, I mean, that is freaking solid, nice coal layer that we've got over here. Anyway, we really have to look at it. We've got quite a bit of nice coal over here that we can collect. And this over here is the start of pay dirt. I'm thinking, double guessing myself maybe to come back in here again with a dozer and just doze all of this uphill. But yeah, the actual plan was to go layer by layer to there. But even with that layer to layer, oh my goodness, just look at the mess that I made. That was quite fun. Anyhow, folks, have an awesome evening from me, Green Dragon. Thank you for tuning in, and bye.